Welcome back for Digital Shoreditch. Today is about the future of games and gamification. And we're here with Chris Quigley, CEO of Delib and also champion evangelist of open democracy here in UK and quite recently in the States with President Obama giving him some missions about how making governments more transparent. And today he was here for a presentation about angry government and angry birds. Maybe you can tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, so the talk today was about angry government, and the main point I was making is that government does a lot of really important stuff. The issues that government deals with are terribly important, but often very difficult to engage with as citizens. Government's always looking to engage citizens more, and what the point I was making was looking at how government could engage people better, and using basic gaming techniques to do that. So I used Angry Birds as an example, and I basically was talking through how government can learn from Angry Birds to basically become more engaging, engage people in these issues more.
So you have two different experiences with these websites trying to engage the audience. One in the United States, recently with President Obama, one with the coalition. Can you tell us what's the difference really in the term of involvement of the audience you had at the feedback?
Sure. So the interesting differences between the US and the UK is US are a lot more kind of progressive, and I'd say probably a couple of years ahead of the UK. And really importantly, the US, their approach is they took a very much niche approach. So they're very much interested in engaging niche audiences to solve niche challenges. Whereas in the UK, the kind of work we've been doing is probably a little bit more ambitious, and it's all been about engaging kind of mass kind of groups of people, UK as a whole, to solve national challenges. So the big piece we did with the coalition was something called the Spending Challenge, and Your Freedom. And Spending Challenge, the challenge was the country's running out of money, give us ideas of how to do more for less. And Your Freedom was all about having too many laws, and that was about give us your ideas of how we can cut which laws we should cut.
So coming to this specific example of Your Freedom, which was quite successful, maybe too successful at first because it crashed the website. Apparently people had something to say. What exactly, what did they say basically?
Yeah, so you're right. Like when you go big scale, bad stuff happens. Website crashed lots, but fundamentally we got lots of great feedback from citizens, and broadly you could put what they said into two pots. One was kind of big issues that they're wanting to question. So like repealing like cannabis laws and smoking laws and things like that, which obviously the government is probably not going to do. But really importantly, what we found was a lot of like very niche issues, a lot of very small, what we might call rough diamonds, laws that people find really annoying, that affect maybe their specific area of work, like dentists who are frustrated with a specific area of legislation affecting their dentistry work. And there were issues that actually the government could act on, repeal and make better laws.
How many laws exactly are we talking about which were changed or disappeared because of this project?
So I think to date there's been about 50 or so. Although 15,000 ideas were provided, 50 doesn't sound like a huge amount, but certainly it's a good start, and it's like a rolling project. So there will be more over time, but yeah, around about 50 or so now. And
about the quality of engagement, do you have a strategy of, again, I'm going to say the word gamification, which is an awful word, but can mean many things. Do you have a strategy of loyalty strategy? What's your plan?
Yeah, so the apps we provide are pretty simple, and the gamification elements of them are largely based around encouraging people to participate through voting and ranking. So you basically create a high score chart with people trying to get, I suppose, their idea to the top. So you create some kind of a competitive mechanism there. It's very difficult when you're looking at kind of gamification and government, because you can't make make things too gamey, because government isn't necessarily a game. We're talking about serious laws here, so you do need to strike a balance. But certainly, kind of these kind of really small gamification elements we've added to these policy making processes make a huge difference.
And briefly, what's the future you think of gaming and this participation of the audience?
It can only increase. I mean, the biggest frustrations we have is with governments understanding this. We're very lucky we found some clients who really do get it and are willing to buy into it and do this stuff. That will only change over time as civil servants game more themselves, play Angry Birds more, and as those civil servants who are whatever the 25-year-olds now are going to be the guys at the top in 20 years' time. So it's kind of a waiting game, but it can only get better.
Thank you so much, Chris, for talking to us, and more interviews about Digital Shoreditch coming soon on Vision on TV. Thank you for watching.